welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little while since I sat down and filmed a makeup tutorial, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I've got a new palette to try. This is the Morphe 35V, I'm pretty sure. 35V palette, which I'm going to be using today. And I've got some products that I've recently been using but I haven't shown them on camera yet. I've got the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and a bunch of other things. I've been using this primer. It's the Fenty Beauty True Matte Mattifying Primer. I do have oily skin, so this is really good. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. I just kind of put it on my T-zone where I normally get oily, but since it's winter I don't really get too oily throughout the day, but I know in summer this is going to be so good. Alright, so for foundation I'm just going to use my Nars Radiant Longwear foundation. This is the one that I've been using constantly, so I'm just going to use that. I don't have a new one to try because I know it's really good and it gives me the coverage that I want. I use the shade Punjab, medium 1 Punjab. I just kind of put it on. I'm using a brush. I normally use a beauty blender, but why not? This is the Sigma F80. Yeah, I've had this brush for so long. It's really good though. Good buffing brush. And this color is a little bit dark for me at the moment because I think I got this in summer where I'm a little bit more tan. So I'm just going to blend down my neck. I've been using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I use the shade in the shade Brunette. So I've been using this for a while. So I actually used to use this a few years ago and I just stopped because I started using other products and I just kind of forgot about it, but I've gone back to it recently and it is so good. NYX is really affordable, so you can get this from Priceline. It's just the best. So I just kind of outline my brows with this, and then I'll go in with my Benefit brow powder and fill in my brows, and then I'll set it with my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. Now it's time to clean up the brows, and I use my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I just use a little bit of this because this is really thick and is very pigmented, so I just use it to clean up underneath my brows. I'll start pulling down and use that as a base for my eyeshadow. A little bit more, and this dries really quick, so you have to work quickly. I always do one eye at a time. You don't have to use this to clean up your brows. You can just use concealer. It's going to do the same thing as long as it's like a little bit lighter than your skin tone, so it gives like a highlighted look. I've got a little bit of excess powder, so I'll just kind of tap over and then we can get started on the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go in with this color here in my crease. Just go right in my crease. Such a nice transition color. And I am using the Sigma, it's completely rubbed off, but I know this is the Sigma E40. You want to just kind of blend it up towards the brow bone and then just let it fade out. And I'm going to drag it out a little. I'm going to go in with this color right next to it, which is more of a warm tone, like orangey brown. We're going to do that. So I'm going to place this on my outer V area, but I'm not being like too precise. And I'll blend it in with the crease color. I want this look to be like really blown out, so I'm not going to do anything too precise. I'm using the color right next to that one, so it's like this plum, kind of pinky undertone color. It's really pretty. I'm going to take that on a more tapered brush, still a blending brush. This is the Morphe M433. So I'm going in with a clean brush just to make sure everything is nice and seamless. Next, going in with this color right here. I'm going to take that on a more defined brush and just focus this more on the outer V area and just kind of along my lash line. I'm mixing those two previous colors and I'm just going to kind of blend around the edges. I think I want to bring a little more colour in this inner part. And so far there's no fallout, so that's always a good thing. I find that Morphe shadows are pretty good. They don't usually have too much fallout. Okay, and lastly, on a really small pencil brush, I'm going to take a little bit of this really deep burgundy colour, and I'm going to put that along my lash line and just in my crease area, and just really focus that colour. Sorry, did I say my crease? I meant my outer corner. Just like directly in my outer corner. Now I have to decide if I want to do a cut crease or if I just want to put it on. Maybe I'll do like a soft cut crease. That's what I usually do. So I'll just take a little bit of concealer and just kind of carve out my lid and then go straight on top with the eyeshadow, and I'll just buff over the edge. Okay, so I'm going to do this one, and I might go in with a touch of this pink one. Press this right over the top. Maybe in the center I'll just do a little bit of that pink. I just really want to use that pink. So I'm just using a little bit of this color, which is the more pinky one, just to blend over that harsh line. For mascara, I'm going to use L'Oreal Voluminous, which is my favorite mascara at the moment. For lashes, I'm going to use these ones from Modelrock. It says 259. I've used these a bunch of times. So they just look like this. They're like pretty long. I really need to try a different lash glue. I've been using Duo for the longest time and it stinks so bad, and it's honestly not that good. Like, it doesn't stick my lashes down properly. Sometimes they come off, or the inner corner doesn't stick down, so I really want to try a different one. I actually used to use the Duo, but in the, like with the little brush on applicator. So I think I'm going to try that because that worked really well. They have the dark one as well. But this one in the tube, it's like always giving me trouble. It is time for concealer, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I've been using this for a little while now, and I actually really like it. Look at the bottle, it's so big. I'll show you my foundation bottle next to it. Focus, please. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is my foundation bottle. This is the concealer. You get so much product in here. I love that it's so big. And it's got a nice big doe-foot applicator. So I use this in the shade Vanilla. I'm just going to put this directly under in a triangle shape. I also bring it up the side of my nose just to help with contouring. Just like that, and then drag it out on the side. And I didn't even need to clean up under my eyes, which is really good. So I would say this concealer is medium to full coverage. It's not like a really heavy concealer, but it does give you coverage. And I've been enjoying it. Definitely for a full glam look. I need to hurry so I can take a photo for Instagram. So before I set my concealer, I'm going to do some cream contouring. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Cream Contour and Bronzer Cream. It's in the shade Light, and it's actually pretty dark. So there it is right there. I have used it once, I think. So a little bit of this goes a long way. It's very pigmented, very creamy as well. And then whatever's left along my jawline, the forehead. Doesn't dry down too fast, so it's really easy to work with. Alright, I'm going to grab my beauty blender to really blend this in with my concealer. This blends in so seamlessly on the skin, and I love the undertone. I think it's just so pretty on the skin. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this in the warmer weather. I can't believe it's nearly spring. I can't wait. Spring is my favorite time of the year. So to set my concealer, I'm going to use the Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So I'll just put it into the lid and then go in with my little Beauty Blender puff, and I just press this in there like that, and then under my eyes. To set my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder in the shade 230. What is this? Natural Buff. And just set everywhere else. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Bronzer. This isn't new, I've been using this for a while and it's really good. I use the shade Private Island. So I'll use this too. Just go over the cream contour. It helps to set the cream contour so it doesn't move, but also to intensify everything, especially for a full glam look and especially for photos. It's going to give that really nice dimension that you want. For blush, I'm using a Kylie Cosmetics blush in Baddie on the Block, which looks like this. So next up is highlighter. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter, and I think I'll just mix both shades. They're really pretty. And before I finish my lower lash line, I'm going to set my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is just the best setting spray. If you don't have this, you need to get it. I'm going to take the more burgundy colours that I use, so that one and that one, just those two, and then I'll go in with that one just to really define my lash line. Okay, my battery just died, so I did finish off my lower lash line and I lined my eyes with a black pencil. So I'm going to do my lips, and first I'm going to line my lips with the Morphe lip pencil in Honeymoon. This has been my go-to lately. It's a really nice nude colour, and I sort of just round out my top lip. I'm going to use Kylie Cosmetics Bare Velvet Lipstick, and I'm going to just put this in the center. Just like that. And then I'll top it off with a gloss. I'm going to use the Morphe gloss in Boho, which is a really nice pale pink. Okay, so this is the completed look. This is how it turned out. I haven't done a full glam look in a while, so it was really fun to play with makeup and create something more dramatic. All the products will be listed down below in the description box. I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!